The young man now seemed less pale. He lay half-reclined back against an armrest of Tesla's sofa, smoking a pipe he'd stashed along with a packet of tobacco. He was dark-haired, of middling height and build, face a contrast of fine, boyish features and beard stubble. He carried himself with a rakish, cocksure air, his accent marking him as upper-class English, or at least the pretension of it. The sort of people who tended to eccentricity in Tesla's view. Perhaps it was his weekly custom to arrive at people's homes at 3 a.m. dressed as a mountaineer claiming to have teleported in. "Oh, not that I've ever used opium," he said, "but in my experience the after-effects never involve convulsions." "I would not know," said Tesla. He had put on a robe over his pajamas and was standing near the window, arms crossed, gazing with suspicion at the young visitor, who gazed back with a cryptic, appraising look as he puffed at his pipe, the smoke's pungent, fruity aroma pervading the parlor. "By the way," the stranger said after a moment, "please forgive my rudeness." He indicated his pipe. "It's Perique from Louisiana. I smoke mine soaked in rum. Would you care to try some?" "I do not smoke," said Tesla, marveling that this fellow saw not sharing tobacco as a greater offense than invading someone's home in the middle of the night. "Ah, yes. Oh, from what I've read, you take meticulous care of your health. It's a commendable way of living." In the young man's tone and smile, Tesla detected the faintest hint of mockery. He was no longer in an investigative mood. "Thank you. And since you seem to have recovered from whatever it is you did, I must insist you exit my domicile." "I'm afraid I can't do that, Mr. Tesla." "Sir," said Tesla, "it is 3:30 in the morning, and I would like to go back to sleep." "Perfectly understandable desire, sir. I only ask that you grant me 5 more minutes of your time to explain my presence here. If after that you still wish me to exit your domicile, I shall do so without protest." Tesla leveled his gaze at the young man and glanced at the grandfather clock near the door, then back at his visitor. "The clock is ticking, Mr. Crowley. Aleister Crowley." "Proceed." "I am a mage, sir, of considerable powers." "You picked a strange time and place to perform a magic show?" "Please, Mr. Tesla, if you'll allow me." Tesla sighed. "Go on." "I'm not a stage magician who does sleight of hand." The cocky smile was gone. "I'm a practitioner of, allow me to spell it, Magick, magic, occult knowledge and powers, gained by way of tapping into the very wellspring of the universe." Tesla looked at him blankly for a moment, and then burst into laughter. "I see. So that is what you meant by having teleported here?" "Yes." If Crowley was offended by this response, he did not show it. He puffed at his pipe, his expression matter-of-fact. "And so, Mr. Magick with a K, what prompted you to visit, teleport into my home, "Oh, the teleportation itself was to save myself from certain death. Unfortunately, the psychic resources I depleted to do so were such that no teleporting is possible for at least several months, even over short distances." "An assertion which conveniently pardons you from having to demonstrate evidence of your claims?" He motioned towards the door. "Sir, I am—" "Please, Mr. Tesla, my 5 minutes aren't used up, I believe. As to why I teleported here, well, I must confess ignorance, as this was not my intended location. I never considered covering such a distance to be possible." "The distance from where?" "Tibet." "I'm sorry I asked."